There we go. Yo, yo, yo. Check, check, check. What happened? All right. Are we back? I don't hear the beats. Hold on. I think we're back. Okay, I think we're back. What is up, Flix Talkers? Welcome back to another live stream. I love these Saturday live streams. Just because I have more time, I'm waking up with my cup of Joe. There it is. I can hear my beats now. And I have a little bit of time to take a break. During the week, if you guys don't know, I work a 9 to 5. So afterwards, I'm just kind of grinding, editing as much as I can before I pass out. And that's kind of what it is. Rinse and repeat, right? So when the weekend comes, we're having some good times over here on the live stream. So that being said, shouts out to everybody that is tuning into the live stream that's in the chat right now. I see you guys. I am starting to live stream again on Twitch. So just a big shout out. Twitch.tv /Flix Talk. All right. Just a heads up to everybody over there. If you guys have no clue what you're watching right now, I do go live. I am going to try to go live at least once a week. All right. Talking about movie news, box office numbers, reviews for movies, just my thoughts on certain things. Also, I want to say, and let me know, can you guys hear me okay in the chat? Can everybody hear me okay? Sometimes when I disconnect my mic or reselect it or whatever, it kind of bugs out and all the filters like drop out and everything. I think everything is good, but you guys let me know. Please let me know. Does it sound good or not? You can't hear me? Stop lying. Okay, you can't hear me. Can't and can are two big things. Okay, let me lower the music just a little bit. I think we're on ducking as well. Good. Okay. All right. That being said, I want to pick your guys' brain. I know it's the top of the chat, but I want to pick your brain. All right. Now, I've been really having some deep thoughts at work. And yes, I know it's kind of hard to believe. You just clock in and just sit there like a robot sometimes. But when I do repetitive, mundane jobs, I just get in my head and I start thinking about things. And I wanted to start doing some more video essay type of videos where I'm talking about correlations between things, but they're also film related. All right. So just things that are other than movie reactions and other than movie reviews. And one idea that came to mind, I was even talking to a coworker about it, was the correlation that I've been noticing over the last decade or so with actors expressing their political ideology and how that affects their box office numbers. Because I am to the certain belief at this point that it absolutely does. All right. Now, before you guys jump down my throat and say that you're for this party or this party, we're not here for that. Okay. I'm not part of any party. Okay. Other than the Flix Talk party. That's it. All right. But it is something that I have recognized and acknowledged. And there is a lot of clips about it. And I thought it would be interesting, not fun, because it's never fun when the box office fails, right? At least I don't think so. But there is, and it's not 100% of the cause, but I have noticed a dip financially, extreme financial, when you divide an audience because of political ideology or certain ideology of, which I'll get into the video, obviously. And I want to think about how I'm going to intro it, because I want to let people know that I am not part of any political affiliation whatsoever. Because it seems like when I talk positively about an actor or something, people say, oh, you're a supporter or you're a this support. No, it's very easy to judge, right? We just look at somebody and we look around and what are they wearing? What do they look like? What do they sound like? What are they talking about? They must be a, and then they throw you in a box when people really shouldn't do that. So you guys let me know, would you appreciate videos like this? I know I kind of implemented rankings. Next week, I do plan to do a Karate Kid ranking. So I will be ranking the full Karate Kid franchise, as I just saw the last movie, Karate Kid Legends, which is the 6th installment, I want to say, in the franchise. And I have seen all the movies. Recently, I actually saw the sequels to the Karate Kid, believe it or not. So I initially seen the first Karate Kid many years ago, and it wasn't until we started getting into Cobra Kai where we started seeing, the show Cobra Kai, where we started seeing them implement, or we started hearing that they were implementing characters from the sequels of part 2 and part 3. And I'm like, well, let's go back and watch part 2 and part 3. I don't know who these characters are. So that's kind of where I stand with that, guys. With everything, but you guys let me know. You guys are the ultimate judge and jury. Please, if you guys would like to hear those kind of videos or see those kind of videos, please let me know. I make these videos for you guys ultimately. So if you would appreciate that, then I appreciate you letting me know. Okay? All right, let's get to the chat, guys. And shouts out to everybody that is watching me on YouTube and on Twitch as well. Jump in the chat. Please say what's up, especially if you guys are movie lovers. Eric Patterson in the building. What's up, my friend? I am also taking requests too. If you guys have anything that you guys want me to check out, a video, a story you want me to cover, or whatever, and I'll give you guys my honest thoughts. Super chats are on as well. Eric Patterson, hi there. How's your weekend going so far? So far, so good. Even though it was a short week, it's always the short weeks too. The short weeks feel the longest. As you guys know, we came back from Memorial Day. If you guys are in America, came back from Memorial Day, so a lot of us didn't have work. I don't think anybody has work on that day. Do they? Is there anybody that, unless you're freelance or something, maybe? But, Tuesday through Friday, I worked, and for some reason, I think it's because the temperature is heating up a little bit, or the humidity, at least out here in California, Southern California, is heating up. It just felt so much longer. And like I said, I'm working on a job right now that's very repetitive, very mundane, and I just have a speaker in the background playing a podcast or music or whatever, and that's kind of the thing that gets me through the day. It is what it is when you work a warehouse job. So that being said, I'm looking forward to my weekend. I do have some laundry to do. I picked up a lot of thrift store items last weekend, and I didn't get a chance to wash them yet, so I'm gonna wash those hopefully later today. It's not busy. But yeah. Have you seen the Jaws 50th popcorn bucket? No, but you know what? I just saw the Megan 2.0 popcorn bucket. And I thought that was not good. Can we go? Let's go over the Jaws one first. Jaws popcorn bucket, because these popcorn buckets are a phenomenon, right? It really is. And it's kind of keeping the movie industry, at least the theater industry, alive, because we all know that when you buy a ticket, the percentage that it goes back into the theater is very small, very minuscule. So that's why, even though I don't drink a soda and get the sugary drink sometimes, I will go buy a slushie, or sometimes we'll buy a popcorn, or if a popcorn bucket looks cool, I might get it. But that's not because I want that. It's because I want to support the theater. I want to support the theater as a whole. Okay, so Alamo Drafthouse dropped, and Alamo Drafthouse is right here in Los Angeles too. So shouts out to them. But this is very cool. This is very cool. Alamo Drafthouse dropped a killer Jaws bucket. Now this is what I don't like. This is the shit I don't like. Is that okay? It's already sold out. Well, I wasn't planning on getting it. This does not look like a fair amount of popcorn to put in there. Am I the only one that's thinking that? I know it has its measurements in there. Okay, so it's 11 by 8 by 6. Okay. You're getting a handful of popcorn in there. This is literally a handful of popcorn. It's cool. It's once again, it's exclusive to Alamo Drafthouse though. So is it cool, guys? What are we thinking here? What are you guys thinking? Yeah, it's too small. How much is it? It just is going for $45, but it's sold out. That's crazy. The Jaws is too small. Yeah, let me look up the Megan one. Because that's the one I saw recently as well. And that one looks small as well, but it looks kind of funny, because at first I was like, this makes no sense. And then I was like, okay, after I saw the trailer, it kind of makes sense. Oh, they have a video for it. This is funny. Okay, I wasn't just gonna show you the picture, but let's watch the video. Watch the video. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. This is the most bootleg dancer in the... Hold on, in the back. What is... Come on now. Oh, another one from the Alamo Drafthouse. But as you guys can see, it's just a bust of Megan. Am I the only one that doesn't think that this does not look like Megan? This doesn't look like Megan whatsoever. And the head opens up. Okay, now if you're carrying around Megan in a little, you know, acting like it's your child, that's a little bit too extreme. And they have arms coming out of the, you know, that's nerd fandom to the next level. Okay, so going back to what I said, I thought it really did look dumb. I think it still does look dumb with the head opening up. The only reason I think it works for Megan, though, the only reason I think it works for her is that she is Android. Okay, she is AI. So because of that, how do we know that in the movie her head doesn't open up and a fucking rocket comes out or something? You know, I don't know. But, you know, what's up, rebuilding? Yeah, I don't know. I think they're getting really, really lazy with all of this. And yeah, that's a popcorn bucket I could pass up on. Oh, by the way, shouts out to everybody that is really supporting the channel with watching a lot of my reactions. Unfortunately, they blocked Paramount blocked my Smile 2 reaction, so I had to upload it with a watermark. I know, I hate to do it. That's the reason why I hate doing these full screen reactions. Like, you guys love it. You guys can watch the movie along with me. But because of that, the algorithm and the scan bots and all these, like, you know, things that YouTube has in play to detect copyright will take it down more easily if it's full screen. And I have a lot of movies that I'm currently editing to get up on YouTube, and now I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared of fucking putting them up, because after what? They're gonna wait till I get a couple thousand views and then block it? That's bullshit. I hate that. So I'm really gonna try my best, you know, to get these up, guys, for you, and not stress it so much. Sebastian is saying, have you realized how much Brad Pitt and Benicio del Toro look like each other? You're funny. Oh, by the way, Sebastian, you were the one that recommended the movie for me to react to, right? It was Red Rock West, I believe. Because I plan to either watch that tonight or tomorrow. So just heads up. Have you realized how much Brad Pitt and Benicio del Toro? Like, I don't agree with that, and I haven't even looked it up yet, and I can definitely not agree to that. Brad Pitt, Benicio del Toro. There's no way. Okay, I know. Okay, so people are comparing photos when they were younger. Okay, let's look at the younger photos, because that's a core. This is a Quora question. Quora is a website where people ask questions. Okay. Now in this picture, yes, they absolutely do. They could be like kind of long lost brothers that maybe had two different mothers or something like that. I totally get it. They look very similar in this picture. I'm looking at the nose, I'm looking at the everything, right? But you look at them now, and that's not the case. That is not the case. You know what I mean? Like this. This is not even that recent. This is still like maybe like 10 years ago for both of them. I don't see it. I only see it more in the younger pictures. That's a good observation, though. Very good observation. I'm still drinking my Joe as well. I love my Joe. Rebuilding is saying, yep. I love my caffeine. You know what? I actually just watched a video last night. It popped up on my YouTube, recommended. And this guy was trying items that shouldn't be sold or whatever in stores. I think he actually bought all these on eBay too. I don't know if they're really sold in stores. But one of them was called something I wanted to look up called Banned Coffee. Have you ever heard about this? Like B-A-N-N-E-D. Banned Coffee. Oh, okay, so they do sell it still. Sell it on Amazon. Okay. Hey, baby. Okay, so Banned Coffee. All right, very simplistic in the way it looks, right? Very, very simplistic. Anybody heard of it? So the reason why Banned Coffee is insane. Reason why Banned Coffee is insane. Can we get a good picture here? Okay. Check out this warning on the back. All right. This is Banned Coffee. This is the world's most caffeinated coffee ever. And before you guys go, oh, I've heard that before. I don't heard that. Check this out. This is the world's most caffeinated coffee ever. Like ever. Also known as Berserker Jitter Juice. This high octane jolt of liquid energy will jumpstart a rhino's morning. So it should work for you. Okay. So this is where we start scrolling down and we see the caffeine content. I think. Wait. Doesn't I have the caffeine content on here? Where's the caffeine content? Because the guy in the video showed the caffeine content. Let's see. Oh, so this lied. Okay, I hyped this up like this was something. This is nothing. Okay. So a 12-ounce cup. Okay, okay. So you know what this guy had said in the video? He said it was 1,100 milligrams of caffeine. That's what he said. That must be total in the whole bag. So this one says, let's see, 2 tablespoons per can contain around 238 that's like 2.5 cups of coffee for 12 ounce, but it can be around 465. So that's basically more than the consumption you want in a day. If you guys have no clue about what the caffeine consumption is in a day, it's 400 milligrams. So that's around 4 cups of coffee. So if you're exceeding 4 cups of coffee, you're doing your heart a disservice. I'm sorry, I hyped that up like that was crazy. I gotta send you the video, guys. He said 1,100 milligrams, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. See, all right. Rebuilding is saying last Tuesday I watched Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. What did you think, my friend? I enjoyed it overall. It just was not my favorite in the series. And Tom Cruise is, the more I let it marinate, Tom Cruise is a legend as far as the stunt work goes. How did you like that final scene, man? The climax with the villain. And I like the villain. A lot of people were like, oh, this is the worst villain in the franchise. I disagree. I totally disagree. What about the second movie? The second movie is the worst overall. The worst everything. Waylon is saying Pedro Pascal has been all over politics recently. He has. And that's something that I'm also going to bring up in that video if I do decide to make it, which I probably will do it. Is the political talk that was going on around the time of The Mandalorian, where his co-star Gina Carano got fired for saying her political beliefs, but he didn't get fired for his. So we live in a world of double standards. I know, Waylon, you're in the UK, but in America, this is like a really, really sought after debate is people talking about politics when they're promoting something, people talking about race when they're promoting something or whatever it is. It's all intertwined and it's all meshed in there when you're promoting something. It seems like, at least it's what I've understood or I've seen. Gene Hackman said in an interview with Larry King, "I don't like talking about myself, and then you think about how vocal actors are today about politics and their beliefs. It's really sad, to be honest." And you know, I don't want to beat this to death because I want to talk about it more in my separate video. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against people speaking however they want. I'm a huge proponent of free speech. Trust me, I am. I've said that many times on live streams or on reactions or whatever. I just want people to know that there are consequences for saying these things. You can't just say them willy-nilly and think that the world's going to accept it because free speech. Well, guess what? They have their free speech and their free opinion as well. So if you're going to say something that's going to divide half the country, get ready for the repercussions, buddy. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. And when you're not the financial, the bearer of anything, and you have Disney backing everything, or you have these production companies backing everything, it's their money on the line, not yours. Rebuilding and saying a tier list of actors would be interesting. Okay. We'd have to narrow it down because there's actors since the dawn of cinema. I just don't know what actors. I kind of like that idea. Maybe I could do like a top tier list of action actors, a top tier list of dramatic actors, a top tier list of horror actors, like people that are primarily in horror movies. I don't know. We'll think about it. But we're on the right track. We're on the right track. In the UK, you got to be careful online. Your free speech is gone. You know what? And I have seen videos of police, or I don't know if they're like police, but they come knocking on people's door with papers and they're like, "Did you say on Facebook," this is my British accent, "Did you say on Facebook that you didn't like Mr. Willy-Nilly's kitty cat taking a poop on your lawn?" You know, and it's like, "Yes, I did." It's like, "Well, you're going to jail now." You know, it's that is ridiculous. You know, I've seen so much hate, and I don't like it. I don't like the hate and very offensive remarks that some people leave on like X, Twitter, or whatever. But I would not seek out the authorities to go after them. They're trolls, and they know that they can hide behind a screen or whatever. Now, if people start doxing you, that's a whole different thing. If, "Hey, David, I know you live at so-and-so address in this city, and you go to this store, and you work here, and okay, that is different. That we have a stalker situation on our hand, and public information that's not out there. So that's when you got to get the authorities in there. Rebuilding is saying, "I don't know how to buy popcorn buckets." You buy them at the theater usually. I know. Oh God, what is it? River Park. Babe, what is the Cinemark? The one where my sister lives? Cinemark? I think it's Cinemark? Sebastian, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. Ooh, we're gonna get into some Devo in a second. But yeah, I think it's Cinemark. And then, Regal Cinemas as well. Regal Cinemas, I go to AMC. So each one has their own different popcorn buckets that you could either buy in person. But this Alamo Drafthouse, it seems like they have some kind of exclusive licensee or something to sell exclusively on their website, or Alamo Drafthouse, which is in LA. I mean, if you're not in LA, it doesn't even matter, but you can probably order it. Let's see. Just had a tiramisu frap at Costco. Ooh. Butter should come out of the nose, Cleon is saying, for that Jaws popcorn bucket. Okay, Eric Patterson is saying, "I'm feeling it. They will give you the rest of the popcorn in the separate container." I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm not even thinking about that. Oh, there's a Jurassic popcorn bucket too. We just got our tickets for Jurassic Park Rebirth, or Jurassic World Rebirth. Sorry, I love those movies, and you know what? I don't even I have to do a ranking for that too, when I finally do see it. And those movies are so fun. I mean, the last couple have not been the greatest story wise for me, but they're still fun movies, and they look great. Oh, you're absolutely right. There is a popcorn bucket. Let's see. Oh, there's a couple. Gone. It looks like they have a couple of different designs here. I'm trying to find. This is interesting. Hold on. Okay, so this is a Regal Cinema exclusive. Oh, and this is kind of cool because, oh, look at this. Megan has her own drink. That is funny. That's got to be at oh, that's at Regal. Wait, Regal sells alcohol? Okay. I was looking at the I was looking for their oop. Let me log in real quick, guys. I just got logged out of all my accounts. Here. Let me pop it open. They even have one for F1. Look at that. F1 helmet. Crazy. This is what I was looking at, the Megan's Peach Protocol. Pink peach whiskey sour. Okay. Might be pretty good. Probably like 20 bucks though. What is this? Oh, this is a drink? This is a little drink top you can put on there. Okay, well, I'm getting sidetracked. Oh, wow, okay. So, are they going to have this at AMC, I wonder? It says Regal Movies. Herbivore Cooler, which is a melon vodka sour. This is another thing, too. I like to support these drinks, even though they're super expensive, just because I like to have a good time, you know? Monosaur is a Blue Long Island iced tea. Isla Mule is an American mule, so well, the American version, I guess, of a mule. I'm used to a Moscow mule, but okay. And then let me see. I'm trying to find these popcorn buckets. I saw a few. Did I pass by it? Oh, here it is. Look at this. Incubator. Now, if you guys don't know, they're kind of going the same route as I have not seen Jurassic. I have to actually watch Jurassic Park 2 and 3, believe it or not. But I heard in Jurassic Park 3 they started messing with like mutations and stuff, and that's kind of what they did in Jurassic World. Is it Dominion? Right? They started messing with all of this right? The DNA and everything, and selling it to the highest bidder. I'm pretty sure. I have to go back and rewatch them. Yeah, the incubator. There was another one though that actually was a T-Rex. Let me see if I can find that, and then I gotta use the restroom, guys, and then we're gonna get into some Devo, okay? But keep those questions coming. And thank you so much for that donation, my friend. Yeah, there was an image of it, a T-Rex one. This is cool. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is quality. Now this is quality stuff. T-Rex popcorn bucket. Free same-day refill. I mean, I wish I could see how it looks. Even these, oh, these are too expensive. $25 for that? Oh, it's a combo. Okay, I'm looking. I just thought it was a popcorn bucket. So double XL popcorn on the side. Oh, well, I want to see the inside. I want to see how it opens up. And they're selling plushies for the kids. That's cool. I like that. What? Wait, hold on. What is this? I'm getting all enamored with the Megan stuff. And this movie looks so dumb, but we're gonna watch it though. God, this movie's gonna be so stupid, but I can't wait to watch it. Yes, camp. It's gonna be very camp. Doesn't that mean something different though nowadays, babe? I think it does. I don't think it's not the same as campy. Because campy is different than camp. That's what I'm saying. I think camp has a gay connotation now. I meant to say connotation, not negativity. I caught myself. Don't worry. I'm not getting canceled today, baby. We love the gays. God dang it. All right. I can't see what this picture looks like. It looks like it's coming out of the back of his neck. So it's still worth it for the mold, I guess, the way it looks. You can have it. I guess if you're a real dinosaur fan and a fan of these movies, then sure, yeah. $30. It's still a lot, man. All right, guys. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. All right.
Typing away, I'm in the zone, lost in the world, my mind has flown, but there's a call I can't ignore, a little voice, a feline roar. Gotta step away from the keys. Oh, no. Nature's calling me. Gotta go. Or feed my mochi, my fluffy friend. I'll be right back. It's not the end. Mochi's mouth, it fills the air. He's got a hunger, it's only fair. His eyes, they bleed, his belly's light. Gotta fill his bowl, make it right. Gotta step away from the keys. Oh no, nature's calling me. Gotta go, or feed my mochi, my fluffy friend. I'll be right back. It's not the end. The screen will wait. It won't run away. My chat, my work, it will still stay. A quick little break, then I'll return with mochi fed and my bladder adjourned. Gotta step away from the keyboard. No. Nature's calling me. Gotta go, or feed my mochi, my fluffy friend. I'll be right back. It's not the end. don't you fret, I'll be right back with Mochi's purr and a snack attack. Back to the keys with a smile I'll send. It's just a break, isn't it not the end? I'm typing away, I'm in the zone, lost in the world, my mind has flown. But there's a call I can't ignore, a little voice, a feline roar. Gotta step away.
All right, Flix Talkers, we are back. Sorry about that. That delay. I had to grab some water as well. Okay. Okay. Tom Flash, welcome to the chat, my friend. Mean Creek is a good movie. Mean Creek, never heard about it. Let me know if you guys have seen it. YouTube is very strict, my friends. But it has the damn active subscribers or users or whatever, so I got to get my stuff up on here, right? What is it at? I haven't checked lately. I thought it was like 3 billion or something. Let's see. YouTube active users. Yeah. As of last year, 2025, 2.5 billion. People are like, go to Rumble. Go to this and go to that. There's nobody on those platforms, dude. I'm sorry. There is nobody. What do you want me to do? I have to play ball. I have to play ball with them, unfortunately. I don't like it as much as you guys, you know. Trust me, I wish I could show way more of my reaction of the video or whatever, and I just got to play ball. And I hope you guys understand. We got damn near a sliver of the world watching YouTube. All right, let's get into some Devo. Because I promised some Devo. Make sure to hit that big thumbs up. Consider subscribing today, guys. All right? Get into it. What was it again? Devo. Girl you want. The girl you want is the girl I want. Girl I want ain't the girl I need. I think I've heard this one. Let's do it. What's up, Edward? What's up, Mike?
Sings on somewhere you can't see. She sits in the top of the greenest tree. She sends out an aroma of undefined love. It drips on down in a mist from above. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want.
And what kind of drugs were these guys on? I know this is the 80s, so were they on coke, possibly?
She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. You hear her calling everywhere you turn. You know you're headed for the pleasure burn. But the words get
It's very catchy.
The girl you want. Look at you with your mouth watering. Look at you with your mind spinning. Why don't we just admit it's all over? She's just the girl you want.
Wait a minute, bro. These are children. Hold on. Hold the phone. Sebastian, what are you doing here, brother? This is a child. This is a 13-year-old child. And this is the girl he wants? Whoa, buddy. What is happening?
Just the girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl.
Back then it was different, dude. You could like screw whoever you want and it doesn't matter, dude. Come on, bro. Stop being so politically correct, man. I dated my cousin.
The girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want.
Hey, man, don't shit on ghosts. I drink those. They are yummy.
She sings from somewhere you can't see. She sits in the top of the greenest tree. She sends out an aroma of undefined love.
Thank you.
It drips on down in the mist from above. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want.
Don't do it.
She's just a girl. The girl you want. Look at you with your mouth watering. Look at you with your mind spinning. Why don't we just admit it's all over? She's just the girl you want.
What? We popping.
She's just a girl. The girl you want.
Hold on. Wait, what was that, bro? Hold on. This is the most replayed part too, by the way. This girl's holding up a sign. What does that mean? We're not brushing across this. What does this mean? He's holding a sign with an arrow pointing down to an oval. Now, what are ovals on a woman? In a woman. What is it? What does that represent? Bastion, what are you doing with this video, bro? Thank you, Waylon, for the support. Welcome to Patreon, by the way. But this video is a little suspect.
She's just a girl. The girl you want.
Man.
She's just a girl. The girl you want.
Oh, I wish they wouldn't hide the thumbnail because there's something else right here. I can't see what it is. How do I get rid of this thumbnail? Not annotation. Oh, she's holding up another sign, but I can't see it. Hold on, maybe if I go really slow. What is that? Can anyone help me out with what this is?
She's just a girl. The girl you want. She's just a girl.
Another sign. Okay, bro. We know what she's holding up a sign of an outlet. We know what this is. These girls are saying that they're DTF.
The girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl.
Any other signs? Music video aside, it is catchy. It is catchy. I wonder if any comments, if anybody would say anything in the comments about this. People are saying they're being satirical. did not realize how badly. The thing that I noticed was I mean, if they're being satirical, that's a whole different thing. I'm not going to call them creeps for that. I just didn't know if that was their fan base, if that was like an actual live audience or what. But those were literally children, and they were holding up signs that looked very, you know, with some innuendo. I'm just trying to see if anybody caught that in the comments, but nobody's talking about it. Okay. Guess nobody cares. They're just talking about how awesome this band is, Devo. They've been around for a while, too. All right, very good. You guys want to talk about how I can predict the future once again? I can do it. Call me Nostradamus. All right? Flickstradamus. How about that? Someone make me a graphic of me going, Nostradamus. A big hatch or something like. He can predict the future of movies. All right. Now, I want to bring something up. So I reviewed The Karate Kid this past week. I dropped a review for it on Tuesday, I believe, or Wednesday, a couple of days before the release. All right. I got to see it a little early. Now, I didn't know anything about how much it was going to make. That wasn't released until today, which I will show you proof. So this is from 3 days ago. All right. And the projected, I'll give you the budget in a second, okay? But I said that this movie has a budget of 40 million because that's what I did read a couple of days before. And I predict that this may have a 20 to 25 million dollar opening. All right? I said internationally it might do well with the Chinese actors attached, which I still believe. I still absolutely believe that. Now, if you guys have not seen my reaction, one thing I did say is that with these niche movies is that you have to know the prior IP or Cobra Kai or whatever, and you're just hoping that you have to be a fan of these characters to go watch the movie, right? The lead, I think it was Ben Wong. He was not anything that I knew. I mean, is he an A-list celebrity? I don't know. He's a younger actor. I didn't know him. I think myself and most people were going to see Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan back at it because Mr. Han, played by Jackie Chan, was in the 2010 version. I don't want to say reboot, but version. It's pretty much is it Ben Wrong? Yeah, Ben Wrong. 2010 remake. I still don't remember what it was because I saw it back when it came out on TV because that's the only place I would watch it. I would not go to theaters. With Jaden Smith, right? He's reprising his role now with Ralph Macchio, who is the Karate Kid, and Sensei Russo in Cobra Kai. Daniel LaRusso is barely in this movie. Okay? So that sucks ass as it is. And he's not doing that much. And it's very formulaic. I thought this movie was not going to make anything, really, because it looks very low budget. It doesn't look 40 million. I'll be honest, it doesn't look 40 million. One thing I forgot to mention in my review is that I actually did appreciate the choreography and the stunts and the fight work and stuff like that from some of the characters. It was too much like the Karate Kid, though. They really try to make this movie too much like the Karate Kid, and I didn't like that. But going back to what I said at the bottom there, I don't know if you guys can see it. I predicted that this is going to have a 20 to 25 million dollar opening, and this is 3 days ago. This is before they released that information. What does it say, guys? What do we see here? Karate Kid Legends opens up to a 7.5 million domestic opening day, tracking to do 18 to 20 million. I was close. On the low end, I was saying 20. All right. Now, I looked it up again more recently. $45 million budget. If this movie does not make double what it made domestically, internationally this weekend or this following week, which I think it's already released internationally. I think it was released before internationally before it. Let me see this actually. I think it came out overseas already. Okay, so the initial projections were 25 or 30. See. Oh man, so wow, 13.5 million internationally, guys. Oh. That's not good. So this movie is a financial flop. You know what? And I can't blame this on politics. At least I don't think I can. You know, we talked about this, you know, me doing a video about how I think they correlate. I don't want movies to flop. However, I think we live in this day and age where people, because of the fandom, they go, "Oh, at 20 million, that's good." No, it's not. You didn't even make back half your budget. The whole rule of thumb is that you have to make 2.5 or 3 times your budget to be a successful movie. None of these movies are making that. Captain America Brave New World barely made that. Barely made that to break even. Thunderbolts flopped. All these mega budget, money shelved movies are flopping. They are absolutely flopping. And I don't want to say that. They don't make Joker movies anymore, guys. They don't make these billion-dollar movies anymore. And yeah, you guys could say, what about Mufasa? What about a Minecraft movie? What about Inside Out 2? These are once in a year movies. Is that what we're relying on nowadays? Is a once a year movie to save the box office? Lilo and Stitch made this much. Every single weekend is not going to be Lilo and Stitch. I mean, look at the last five. Remember all the Mission Impossible movies? It used to be an epic when it came out, right? It used to just blow up the summer box office. This last one did way less than Lilo and Stitch. I think a little over 200 million. Guys, we're not in that zeitgeist anymore of this boom of theater going anymore. We're not. We're just not. People are watching shit at home. They're listening to reviewers way more, or the critics way more, and they're just not going to theaters. And because of that, you know, a movie that damn near costs close to, I heard, $400 million at the end of its run. I think confirmed it's like 300, some of that. But I heard it was gonna be way more than that. Grossed 231 worldwide million. This is insane. This is not acceptable. But why are we accepting it? You know what I mean? 400 million. 400 effing million. I think we're accepting it because this is now the norm. So simply, what's up, my friend? I see you in the chat. By the way, follow us on Twitch, guys, as well. But this is the norm now, to accept big budget movies and expect a low return. And in turn, because of that, people will now judge the movie because it flopped. They shouldn't do that. They really shouldn't do that. Some of my favorite movies flopped. You know, you got to look at the project as a whole. But then you have to really study it and say, okay, why weren't people going to the theaters in droves? I'm going to be honest, guys. They're talking about Fantastic Four Final Steps, or First Steps, and Superman saving the box office this summer. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen at all. I think you're going to get numbers like this. I think you're absolutely going to get numbers like this. Like this. if they're lucky. I think Superman's going to be about 200 million if it's lucky. And I know what you guys are going to say. Superman's a household name, even more than Batman in certain countries and stuff like that. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Why don't the numbers reflect that, though? Why won't the numbers reflect that? Yeah. Leon says the Thing flopped. It took a while for people to recognize even Halloween. Halloween flopped. I mean, these John Carpenter movies that are now, They Live flopped. I believe They Live did flop. A lot of John Carpenter Carpenter movies, yeah, exactly. It gained cult status. A lot of these movies gain cult status later in life, but they don't reflect it initially right at the box office. They never do. And a lot of his stuff was, you know, creepy and horror and sci-fi, and yeah, I get it. It's not the typical date night movie. I mean, it's not like a Michael Douglas movie. They're taking someone to go see a dang a drama, a thriller movie. You know what I mean? Those movies make money. These ones don't. I'm talking about back in the day. But just know, guys, that I predicted that this movie was Karate Kid was going to be around 20 million, and it looks like it is. And that is a major flop, and it's not due to the performances, so to say. It's more due to Hollywood wanting to recycle these stories that have been told forever and ever and ever. 40 years. 40 years of the exact same story being told. The only reason Cobra Kai works, and by the way, I'm like, Cobra Kai is in a league of its own, all right? Cobra Kai, to me, exceeds the Karate Kid movie, all right? And I know before you guys go, oh my, well, Mr. Miyagi, and Pat Morita would dig himself up out of his grave to watch Cobra Kai and say, thank you, this was a good fucking show. That's exactly what would happen. That's how good this show is. Cobra Kai is flawless. And it had 6 seasons. 6 seasons. Every single season was a 10 out of 10 for me. It's because it had heart. It had new characters with good backstories, elaborate backstories. Why can they not connect on a movie anymore? Why can they not connect on a Karate Kid movie anymore? But they can with a series. I don't get that. And I understand when what you guys are going to say, well, with series, you can elaborate more and stuff. Yes. But don't tell me that good filmmaking does not exist. You can condense a story if the script is tight, if you get a good director, if you get some solid people. The director of this Karate Kid movie didn't even make shit. He hasn't made anything. All right, so this is just cash cow grabs, man. Let me see. Yes, Jonathan Entwistle. This guy made nothing. This guy made nothing, and you wanted him to make everything? It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, guys. It doesn't. Why hand him a franchise? Why hand him a franchise? I'm talking about directorial shit, okay? Why hand him a franchise when he hasn't made anything? He's made music videos. He's done shorts. He did a Vanity Fair miniseries. He did 7 episodes of a TV show. And y'all hand him Karate Kid? And expect it to do 80 million? Nah. No. That's not how it works. That's not how it works in the real world. Rebuild is saying, I don't care what the viewers, critics say. I will watch the movie if I want to watch it and watch it. Exactly. And that's what I tell people too. And it should go without saying. I don't want to start my reviews by going, hey guys, this is my review on The Karate Kid, and just letting you know that these are my viewpoints only, and you should go watch the movie for yourself. That should be implied. Obviously, this is my channel. Of course, anything I say on my channel are my opinions and my views. I'm not saying that they have to be your views. It's just that sometimes we share the same views. That's the whole thing. But some people are just really dumb and they have to be force-fed this information. With that being said, if you like these characters, and I said this a billion times as well in the in my review, or I'm sorry, in the comment section of my review. If you like these characters, go watch it. You might enjoy it. If you're looking for something reinventing the wheel in the Karate Kid world, you're not going to get any of that here. You're not going to get it. You know, somebody had the audacity to tell me in the comment section of the Karate Kid review, just go and watch the movie and have fun with it. Don't expect Oscar award-winning performances. I never said anywhere in my review where I was expecting that. I never said that. I don't even think I've seen an Oscar-worthy performance from Jackie Chan in any other movie. What are you talking about? So what are you talking about? Let alone Ralph Macchio or any of these new characters that I haven't seen. What are you talking about? A movie does not have to be good. A movie does not have to have Oscar award-winning performances to be good. Okay? I can go into a B schlocky type of movie and have fun with it and give it a high rating because I know what it is. The least they could have done was come with a better script. You know what I mean? So that's my thoughts on the Karate Kid Legends. Please check out my review for a little more in-depth on some of the things that I liked or disliked about the movie. Guys, watching my reviews does help the channel. Watch time always helps the channel. Everything helps the channel, please. I believe we're also getting that Netflix to Dumb today, which is like the all the preview stuff of new things that are coming out. All right, what do we got, guys? Let's see. Costume budget on Tron Legacy 2010 was 13 million. Nuts. I mean, that there was a lot of people to costume fit. That's one of my favorite sequels of all time, by the way. Tron Legacy is amazing. I'm a little hesitant on Tron, the newest Tron, Ares. So, but I am looking forward to this world coming back, to be honest. Revenge 2017, very small budget, incredible. Yeah, I've been wanting to see Revenge because it's that's actually the director of The Substance. I can't pronounce her name, but I believe it's a French director. Yeah, I think it's on Streamer. I've been wanting to see this one for such a long time. Yeah, it's on Tubi. It's on Tubi for free. Scully, what's her name? Coralie Fargiet. Yeah, she's the same director that did The Substance, which was one of my favorite movies of last year, for sure. Should have won many awards. I don't know what this movie's about, really, and I don't want to know it. I might watch it. I'm gonna watch it very, very soon. Either way, I like revenge type movies, so I might catch it. Is it set in where is it set like in I know it's set like in the outback or like is it Australia or is it just in a desert? Hate Tubi. You know what? I dislike Tubi. I wouldn't say I hate it, but they do have a lot of movies on there that are not on any other streamer. So I got to give them that. You know, I have that. The O word is considered a crime on the. Oh yeah. What were you guys saying? Or Waylon, what were you saying about someone? If you say, "Do you speak English?" It's a hate crime. Do you speak English? Hate crime. No fucking way.
In Britain,
Why didn't I see this? Oh, the fuck.
Britain and across Europe, free speech, I fear, is in retreat. And in the interest of comedy, my friends, but also in the interest of truth, I will admit that sometimes the loudest voices for censorship have come not from within Europe, but from within my own country, where the prior administration threatened and bullied social media companies to censor so-called misinformation. Misinformation like, for example, the idea that coronavirus had likely leaked from a laboratory in China. Our own government encouraged private companies to silence people who dared to utter what turned out to be an obvious truth. So I come here today not just with an observation, but with an offer. And just as the Biden administration seemed desperate.
I wanted to. I don't know if he spoke on this or. Also, websites need to stop with the white background. Give me a black background, dude. Black background is like okay, sweetie. God, sorry guys. Life of a cat dad. Yeah, it's fine, baby. He'll do whatever. Okay, what? I see the headline, but I don't see it. Viral video appearing to show British officer warning. Oh, here we go. Where is it at? Just give me the video. It's on TikTok. Where is it? Oh my god, dude. This is what I'm talking about. Just give me that video. Where is it? They want me to just read the article. Where's the video of the British can't find it. I believe you. I hate clicking on Facebook, but let me click on this. Why is saying speak English now considered a... Okay, oh, here's the video. Damn, people of all places, YouTube has it. I mean, Facebook has it. GDS quality on planet Earth too. Okay. So let's see what's going on. If you speak English to someone, it's classified as a hate crime.
To move the mayor? No, because if you do, that would be really handy for us. But apparently, during some conversations between yourself, apparently you've alleged. We weren't here, so I don't know you've said it, but you've alleged to say speak English. Or was that effect?
Speak clearly.
Speak clearly.
No,
okay.
the gentleman's partially deaf.
Yeah, he
said
speak clearly. Yeah.
So I couldn't even hear.
No, and that's fine, and that's why we've just come to speak, because potentially someone could perceive that as a hate crime.
Did we just know this was going to happen?
No,
didn't we?
People, you know, if someone says to me, officer, I believe this, then we need to look at it, because someone's potentially reporting to me a big crime.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Don't get me wrong. There are. I grew up in times like this. You know, I grew up in times. I'm sure you guys have too, where you've seen some stuff where, you know, someone is an obvious racist, and they'll yell, "Speak English" or "Go back to your country." That used to be a big one. I used to hear that when I was not to myself, but I've seen people say to other people, "Go back to your country." I've seen, dude, I had a nickel for every single freaking time I heard that growing up. So the fact that just saying something like speak English or speak clear, which he claims he said speak clear, is interesting to me. It really shows how dialed back of emotion we are and how fragile we have become as a society, especially from police officers. But I know that the police officers, they're not saying it because they want to. They're saying it because they have to. They're being told by the higher ups to police the streets like this. You know? Yeah, because it almost sounds like a redundant statement. Speak English. If you go up to someone and they obviously don't speak English and you say speak English, it's something that's supposed to be like a passive aggressive, like you already know that they can't speak English, so there's no way for them to even respond. It's an insult. It's just supposed to be an insult, right? Do I think it's a hate crime now? No. I don't. But who knows? People take things differently, and if they feel that they're hated on because of that, I don't think it's the smartest thing to say, because if I got dumped into Italy, or if I got dumped into Spain or France or Africa or any other country that doesn't speak English primarily, right? And someone came up to me and they told me to speak the native tongue or whatever, or the language of their country, and I didn't know how, I would feel offended too, you know. But also, you're not like, you have to learn these things. You can't just, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. You can't just tell someone to speak English and magically they're gonna learn English. You know what I mean? But also, people need to do their due diligence if they expect to live in an area. That's what I meant to say. My thinking was going way off right now. If I moved to another country, I would want to learn that language so I could live comfortably amongst those people. I will say that. So, but I know people that live here in America that I deal with on a daily basis. They've lived here fucking 30 years, don't know English. I don't know what to say about that, but, you know, don't get mad at me. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Let's see. Who can I offend today? Kidding. Rebuilding says, I'm 5 feet 11 inches tall. Fact, not an opinion. Well, you're a little taller than me. I think I'm 5'9". I also read that after 30 you start shrinking. Is that, I don't know if that's true or not. When do you start shrinking? Because my whole life I could have sworn that I was, yep. Okay, this makes sense. This makes sense now. My whole life I thought I was 5'10". Maybe I was. Most people begin to lose height around the age of 30 with noticeable shrinkage, often starting around 40. This is a natural part of aging progression, but the rate of height loss can vary. I believe I'm 5'9" now. So, very interesting. All right, let's see. I don't know how I got the purple thing besides my YouTuber name, but thank you, I guess. Oh, I think it's okay, so there's this thing called the leaderboard. They just started doing it on yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like an interaction, like who interacts the most. I think Waylon's in the lead right now. Yeah. It's some leaderboard thing. I have no clue. 5'9" and 69 inches tall. Well, hell yeah, brother. I can't understand English accents. Note to self, don't go to England. Waylon says if you're being attacked by someone with a knife and you defend yourself and injury, attacker will be you will be arrested. Okay, so did you? Yeah, this is gonna fucking blow your tits back. I'm sorry, I have to speak on it. We always end up getting sucked into this type of shit. I mean, I'm not trying to make this political or anything, but we get sucked into this. All right. I believe it was in Georgia recently. Did you guys see this? The Georgia shooting of 3 teens. Let's see.
3 teens gone.
All right, let's check this out. So I saw this story, you know, on X going around, and once again, this is something that I feel like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, a majority of the people would be like, okay, they were doing wrong. Now we live in a world where people are defending criminals, and I don't like it, man. I really don't. Let's check this out in case you missed it.
3 teens gunned down during what police are calling a robbery.
Okay, I don't need all this music and shit. Let me go to the actual. I believe it was this one.
Begin tonight with breaking news.
Who knows? Let's see. And there's so many damn shootings, bro. You can't even. I know it's this guy right here, or. Didn't they bury the fucking story so you can't find him? They bury the story so you can't even find him anymore. Either way, it was this one, so we'll just go back to it, even though there's hella music.
3 teens gunned down during what police are calling a robbery gone bad. This morning, the homeowner accused of firing those fatal shots is not facing charges. Deborah Tuff, live in the newsroom, breaking down whether the shooting could be considered self-defense.
Teens shot at the would-be victims. The homeowner shot back. Now all 3 teens are dead. Attorney Daryl Cohen says mask, attempted robbery, time the first shot fired equals self-defense.
My homeowner shot and killed 3 masked teenage intruders, even though he insists it was self-defense. The parents of the teens are still demanding that he be prosecuted. This happened in Rockdale County, Georgia. At around 4, 3 masked teenagers appeared in the neighborhood. They tried to break into a home to commit a robbery, but gunfire from inside the house brought them down. All 3 suspects died after being shot. 2 were pronounced dead at the hospital, and 1 died at the scene. Later, the families confirmed that among the victims were the brothers, ages 15 and 16. After the incident, the parents of these teenagers called for the homeowner to be prosecuted, saying he took the lives of their 3 sons. However, multiple eyewitnesses confirmed that all 3 teens were masked and armed. During the attempted break-in, the suspects fired at the homeowner first, and the resident returned fire in self-defense. Police also concluded that under Georgia's self-defense and stand your ground laws, the homeowner's actions were considered lawful self-defense. So do you think this was self-defense?
So 3 YNs out of Georgia decided to break into this man's house at 4 in the morning. This guy got video cameras everywhere. So they're kicking down the door. Kicking down the door hard. They got on masks and hoodies. These 15, 16-year-olds, I think it was an 18-year-old in the group, they is kicking the door down. They kick the door down. They gets in the door. Soon as they gets into the door, the homeowner started just letting loose. One of them get pew-pewed passed away on the lawn. The other two make it to the hospital and dies. They got on masks, hoodies, and they got guns on them. So the family of the kids who lost their lives demanded that the homeowner get arrested because they say he shouldn't have took their kids' lives. He shouldn't have did nothing. He should have let them bust in his house and do whatever they want to him and his family.
Now, when you say it like, now when you actually say what happened, how can the parents not like say, you know what? Maybe I should have raised my kids better. Maybe I should have been there to let them know that there's a different way. Don't hang out with hoodlums. Don't feel the need to break into somebody's house. Let me show you the value of $1, of working hard for your money so you don't have to do this. Where were the parents? This all goes back to parenting. It really does. Nobody ever wants to blame the parents. And don't get me wrong. I mean, when they leave for school or they go hang out with their friends, they are spending the majority of their day at school or with their friends, right? But when they come, that's why my thoughts on the school system need to be airtight. Don't be teaching, and obviously this is if I had a kid. This is a hypothetical. I don't have kids right now. But I can just relay the messages from my brain to you guys from when I went to high school. We were taught the essentials, the basics. No teacher took me to the side and started asking me about personal questions or anything like that. Now, I understand there's a need to step in if you see, obviously, you know, a kid is visibly shaken or bruises and stuff like that. That's a whole different situation. But I've been hearing a lot of these stories over the last couple of years of teachers pretty much planting the seeds of what these kids should think. And you have to realize that they're very impressionable at a young age. Their mind is still molding. They're looking at you as authoritative figures. And don't even get me started on the rise of female teachers having relations with minors. It is astounding. Every week you're hearing one of a new female teacher having sex with a student. And at first, a couple of these stories pop up, and you know, the guys are like, oh shit, if I had a teacher like that, man, and she looked like that, that'd be great. What's the problem? Well, the problem is the double standard that goes along with this is because when a man teacher does it to a little girl or whatever, they want to fry him. But when it comes to, like, literally fry him. But when it comes to a female doing it to a young boy, then it's all good in the hood. But now, because it's been happening so prevalent, now people are like, oh shit, we got to do something. Well, you should have did something. It's called background checks. You got to be checking out who the F you are hiring for these. And the thing is, they're getting more and more crafty. I read about a story about this female teacher who was in her 30s. She had a fiance, and she had a side relationship with a 15-year-old. What? Like, these are the most normal looking people, sounding people in the world, yet they have skeletons in their closet. They lead a double life. It's scary. And they come home to you guys. That's the whole thing, is that the kids will come home to you. So it's your job to teach them right and ask questions. That's the one thing too. Ask questions of your kids, man. Don't just pop your head in like Kramer, you know, on Seinfeld. Yeah. Hey, everybody all good or what? All right, good night. No, but that's not what being a parent is about. No. Really look at your son or daughter. Sometimes they're hiding shit from you. A lot of times they are. And if you can't read the signs or whatever, then you're not doing your job as a parent. I'm sorry. And then you wonder, oh, how did little Miss Susie get knocked up at age 13? You know, you gotta start asking these questions, man, and start preparing them for the real world. You know, I love my parents to death, but there's a lot of conversations that we did not have that I had to learn on my own, unfortunately. And I don't know if that's because they were too busy or if that's because they just weren't thinking. But I think that it's up to the parents, it's up to even the older generations of brothers and sisters. Teach these kids right from wrong, man. Because they're gonna watch YouTube all fucking day, and they're gonna see all these rap videos glorifying all this shit, and they're gonna think it's all good. Fast money, that's the best money, is fast money, all this shit, you know? Trust me, I grew up listening to all that shit too. I just didn't take it to that level. I always looked at it as entertainment. Some of these kids are looking at it as, this is the only way I can make money. This is the only means to get out, is to rob somebody, is to steal, is to kill somebody. You know? And that's terrible. Let me watch the rest of this video.
Now they demanding justice, and they upset at him, y'all, because he took those kids' lives. Remind you, the police found the pew-pew on one of them laying in the grass, and they found one more pew-pew in the street. But yet, they calling for his arrest and saying he was wrong for protecting his family. Tell me, am I tripping, y'all? Am I tripping? That these little YNs who parents that's calling for all...
I love the term YNs too, and I'm not going to say it, but you guys can look it up what a YN is.
All this probably didn't have no control of them. Didn't know where they was at 4 in the morning. Because how's a 15 and 16-year-old outside at 4 in the morning and you don't know? Right. But yet you calling for this man to go to jail, or either you wanted those kids that got in the door, they kicked the door down, to do something to him and his family, and you would have been cool with that.
Right.
It just don't make no sense, man. I don't know where y'all YNs, how y'all think. Y'all think people just gonna keep letting y'all take their stuff, keep letting y'all break in people's houses with no consequences. And this to the family, and I mean that. My condolences goes out to you and your family, but you should have had control of your kids, because people who got control of their kids ain't out at 4 in the morning kicking down doors trying to rob people,
right,
with hoods and masks on. So this time for sure, I'm on the homeowner side. I think there's a video out, but I don't post videos like that because TikTok always ban me. But what y'all think? What y'all would have did if 3 YNs kicked down your door with masks and hoodies and guns on? You just would have let them in to have supper, or would you would have protected your family? It's easy for me.
Right?
It's easy for me.
Wow. He said because TikTok keeps banning him. That's funny. I hear TikTok bans a lot of people too. So glad I'm not on there. I mean, I'm on there, but I'm not actively on there. Let's see. Rebuilding is saying, I always hate Ezra and Arya on Pretty Little Liars because Arya was underage and they screwed in a bar. I don't know about that show. Babe, didn't you watch Pretty Little Liars? Do you know what they're talking about? Oh, you do? Oh. Oh, okay. Because we were talking about some teachers. Yeah. And how old was she? Or in the show? Still wrong. Yep. Jenna Ortega just did a movie like that too with Morgan. I don't say Morgan Freeman. Something Freeman. I forgot what his name is. The guy that played the Hobbit. But Yeah, they did a movie where he's her college. She's over her age though. It's still just weird. I think she's supposed to be like 19 or 20, like fresh out of high school, and she has an affair with her teacher who's like in his 40s, and it's it's there's a way to. I understand it's storytelling and stuff like that, but sometimes with these shows, like even like Euphoria, which I have not seen, but I heard it's very, very sexual and it deals with teenagers and stuff like that. There's a point where yes, you can show all that and tell a good story, but then there comes a point where it's glorifying it and it becomes normalized, and it's supposed to be like a whole taboo thing that gets sensationalized, and I don't promote that, because it's like, well, now it seems like you're just doing this just to get views, you know, just to get clicks or whatever, instead of telling a story where you didn't need to show all that. You can still talk about it, but they're like, no, we need to show it because we want people talking about it the next day, type of thing, you know. It doesn't leave things up to your imagination anymore. I get it, you know, because I come from a world too where the less is more sometimes, but at the same time, I love seeing like movies like Terrifier where they show everything and it's gory glory. That's a whole different sadistic nature of my part of my brain, I guess. Leanna saying probably wasn't their first time robbing someone too. But it was definitely the last. Waylon is saying in fight or flight situations for natural human instinct is to defend yourself and your family. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alexander George in the building. What's up, my friend? Hi there from New York. Shouts out to New York.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Alexander George is saying Office Space 1999, great comedy starring Ron Livingston. Yes! Directed by Mike Judge. One of my favorites. One of my favorite quotable movies of that time. Other than that, I want to say that the movie that I used to watch all the time besides Office Space was like Big Lebowski. Like that was one of those quotable movies you would just put on in the background and you just have it play, and it was a very relatable movie. Speaking of, did you hear about King of the Hill? The new King of the Hill show coming. Also from Mike Judge, a revival they're calling it. Everybody's all grown up now, and they just shared the epic intro. We'll have to play this right now. And everybody's all grown up. Better than Alamo and almost as good as Propane. Propane and propane accessories. An all new season of King of the Hill drops August 4th exclusively on Hulu. Now, maybe I didn't watch enough King of the Hill. Who is this black guy? I was even asking my coworker, who's like a diehard King of the Hill fan. I go, who is this? Is this Cleveland or what? And look at grown-up Bobby. Ain't that crazy? And so you know what tripped me out too is the mom looks like she got younger, and look at her midsection. It looks like she got some work done, and her neck. Are they gonna play into like women getting like work done on their face, like Botox and stuff like that, later in life? I think they are, because they only added like lines under her eyes to make her look a little older, but her neck looks a little more defined. So I think she got work done. Either way, King of the Hill is a very, very good comedy. It's a very dry comedy. That's why I think I kind of didn't watch it too much. But then again, some of my favorite shows are dry comedies, like The Office, or trying to think of like some of these like other shows, but let's see. Pretty Little Liars, Original Sin. Didn't have any of that, but unfortunately it was canceled after 2 seasons. Yeah, I didn't get into that, so I'm not sure. Jonathan Sanko in the building, my friend. Yes, I definitely saw Office Space many times. Waylon is saying, my mom's just landed in New York State for her vacation. She's 76 and loving life. There you go. I love New York. New York is so fun. Been to New York about 5 times. Once with family. Twice for music business when I used to do music. Like full time. And then... No, maybe 3 times for music, actually. And I went when my little brother lived up there. He lived in Queens, in Astoria. And we went there right before COVID, I want to say. 2019. And it was fun. It was fun in the sense of the weather was great when we went. I forget when we went. But it was very warm, very nice. You could walk everywhere. The subway system was confusing a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I know for most of you guys, it might have been easy. Oh, take care, Alexander. But for us, we got confused a couple of times. There's a lot of food to eat, and don't even worry about how many calories you're consuming, because guess what? You walk around so much, you're just burning off all those calories. We're walking around a lot and seeing a lot, and the weather was beautiful. We went to where they filmed Home Alone 2 at that what is it, the Continental or something? Not the Continental, but where do they film Home Alone 2? That building where Trump's at. We went to Central Park for sure, but it was... Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Not Central Park. It's that hotel. Oh, the Plaza Hotel. We went there. Yeah, it's this one. We were there, man. We were there, the Plaza, right in front. We didn't go inside. We just went in front of it. One scoop or 2, sir? 2. I ain't driving. Home Alone 2 is awesome. There it is right there, the famous scene. Yeah. All right, guys. Still watching Married with Children, Al Bundy. Man, do they even show... do they even have reruns of that, or... I don't even know where I would see that. Do button ups. It's awfully cold out there. There's an insane guest with a gun. Yeah, if you can get these, we were just talking about this too, a coworker, is that oh, let me look this up to see if it's true. So my coworker said that they're going to be putting up all the South Park episodes on Paramount Plus. But check this out. You would think that's a plus, right? Let me see if this story's true. Okay, it does seem to be true. Okay. So this is bullshit. 17 South Park episodes will be missing from the US Paramount Plus debut. Guys, if there was a time to collect physical media for television shows, it is now. They did it with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They're going to do it to, I'm sure, episodes of The Office, because there's a lot of offensive episodes on The Office. Now they're doing it to South Park because these episodes are deemed offensive. Oh my God. Stop it, dude. The South Park fans in the US will finally be able to binge their way through hundreds of episodes. Besides 17 episodes, though. So according to a post from Physical Media Forever, now take that as you will, I don't know if they're a reputable source, the series will repeatedly be debuting on a platform, with 17 episodes missing after being quietly banned. The episodes include Big Gay Al's Boat Ride from Season 1, Terrence and Phillip in Not Without My Anus, Season 2, canceled, Season 3, Trapped in the Closet, Season 9. By the way, Trapped in the Closet was one of my favorite ones. That is the R. Kelly episode. And I'm sorry for the offensive news. And Chupacabra, Season 16, which I don't even know what the fuck that is. That seems so funny. Hold on. I have to look. South Park Chupacabra. Let's read this episode. Chupacabra is the 4th episode of the 16th season of the American anime. In this episode, South Park's big Easter bunny hunt is in jeopardy when there are rumors of a dangerous beast lurking in the woods nearby. Cartman tries to warn everyone that their lives are at risk if they participate in the egg hunt. No one believes him until he produces video evidence of the mysterious being. This episode was written and directed by Trey Parker. Chupacabra. Is there a picture though? I need to see. Come on, this shit's funny, guys. Come on. Maybe they don't have pictures of it. They have a lot of people reacting to it. I laugh at the absurdity of how, like, you know, and this is the cool thing about South Park is that they make fun of everybody. They make fun of everybody. And that's what good comedy's supposed to do. How many stand-up comedies have you seen from back in the day where they made fun of everybody? Now you make fun of someone right today, people yell at you in the audience. That's offensive. The fuck? You want clean comedians, man? Go. You have to. I don't know. There's a small list, I'm sure. Thoughts on Friday Night Lights? I've never seen it. Fish freedom. Okay, freedom. It's fish. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't understand the lines. What are your thoughts on the A-Team? Never seen it. Never seen the show either. On Netflix, here they are dubbing over certain words to not offend. No. What? Netflix UK dubbing words. Dubbing movies? No way. I thought you were lying. Let's see. Is it because it's offensive though? Okay. So this says some users in the UK have expressed concerns that Netflix's dubbing, particularly of Korean films, can be offensive or inappropriate due to changes made by original dialogue. Reasons for the concern: changes to original dialogue. Dubbing, unlike subtitling, involves replacing the actors. Okay, so context and stuff will lose its meaning. Cultural sensitivity. Some argue that the changes made in dubbing can be culturally insensitive, particularly when dealing with foreign films. Some users have accused Netflix of introducing or reinforcing racist stereotypes through their dubbing. I need to see examples. Is there examples of this? I need to see if there's examples. Let's see. The fuck is this? Hold on. Now I'm not going down the rabbit hole. Black TV viewers accuse creepy and racist Netflix of targeting its adverts of films and shows to them by ethnicity. Netflix, you dirty, dirty dog. Jimmy Giant accused of false advertising its content to entice black people. What? How? An example is Love Actually, starring Hugh Grant and Emma Thompson as leads. Okay, that's like the whitest movie of all time. But Netflix used images of Chiwetel Ejiofor to make it look like it's primarily a love story about a black actor. What? Wait, no way. Let me see. So this is the original. Most users are greeted with an image of Hugh Grant as the image advertising Love Actually. Okay. But some have reported seeing black actor Chiwetel Ejiofor as who has a minor role. That's like Dave Chappelle in Don't Open That Mail, or what is that movie called? Love Actually. Ejiofor's character doesn't appear in the official movie poster due to playing a secondary part. Set It Up is made to look like a rom-com between Taye Diggs and Lucy Liu. I never even heard what this is. I don't even know what this is. Set It Up. Rather than the white couple in the lead roles. What? Oh my God. But how do they know who are black subscribers? Like, how do they know that? You're just getting a name and a... That's it. Like Father is presented with black actors Leonardo Oates and Blair Brooks as the stars. Okay. Instead of Kristen Bell. Oh my... I don't even know, man. Okay. That is wild. Back in 2018, guys. I mean, they know exactly what they're doing. I don't know if I would call that racist, but they definitely know what the hell they're doing. They definitely know exactly what the hell they were doing. Netflix. God. You dirty, dirty dogs. Let's see. Any thoughts on I can't even read that. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I have not seen that. Are you gonna watch the Paper sequel to The Office? Fuck no. Fuck no. There's only one Office, and that's it. I mean, you know what? I give it up to even the British UK Office, which I didn't see first. I saw it after the fact, and it was good. It was so good. David Brent, I think it's David Brent or David Brend, is Michael Scott. Like, those characters are hands down. What is it? Ricky Gervais. Great actors, great casting for those roles. The Office, U.S. Office, obviously expanded with more seasons. Once Michael Scott left the show after like the 6th or 7th season, the show went downhill. I'm gonna just call it what it is. Most people agree to that too. Now, I did hear that they were making a sequel, The Paper. I mean, is there any information on it? Oh, there is. Wait, The Paper trailer? Okay, I have not seen this. So we could definitely check this out before I end the stream. Let me know, by the way, guys, if you have any final questions before I leave. And let's just get into it. Yeah, The Paper official trailer. The Office spinoff. I never thought I'd say that, but... Is this it? This looks like a movie. Is this AI? Ben? Bro, this is someone made this. This is not real. This is like a fan made. Ah, man, they got me. They got me. Okay, so there's no... They got me. They got me. There is no trailer yet.
Peacock is returning to the world of The Office, but not how you might expect.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Set in the same universe as the hit NBC mockumentary, the spin-off series will be called The Paper and follow a publisher played by Donald Gleason and his employees at a dying small-town newspaper in Toledo, Ohio. The series, from former Office showrunner Greg Daniels and Michael Coman, is set to premiere in September. Peacock also released the first image from the series, which also shows...
Oh, okay, so we got Oscar. That's cool. This is an actual picture. So we have Oscar's back right here on the left. Everybody else looks new.
Which also shows Oscar Nunez, who will reprise his role as Oscar Martinez from the earlier series. During NBC Universal's upfront presentation, Nunez talks about having a
He looks exactly the same.
Conversation with Daniels about moving his character to a more cosmopolitan environment, saying, quote, Greg heard me and moved Oscar to Toledo, Ohio, which has 3 times the population of Scranton, so it's nice to be heard. In a previous interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Daniels revealed that The Paper will employ much of the same crew that worked on the former series, and that he's excited to work on another mockumentary. For more updates on this story, be sure to head over to thehollywoodreporter.com. This is The Hollywood Reporter News.
Okay. Oscar, that's it? That's all we're getting? Gotta bring over somebody else. I mean, some more people. Come on. Can we get Phyllis? Can we get literally anybody? Like, anybody else? I mean, I know you're not gonna get Jim and Pam. There's no way. They're big stars now, but you know, no, I'm not interested in that at all. Waylon, I collect media on disc. It's as it's dying out. Yeah, I mean, people have been saying that there's a resurgence simply because, like I just talked about with the South Park stuff, is that they're banning these certain episodes that people want to see it in its true form. And just buy the physical. I mean, you can still buy all of the, you could buy, I'm sure there's a complete collection. South Park complete series on Blu-ray. They have that. Is it out of stock? Oh, it's out of stock. Okay, never mind. Well, I mean, you can eventually get it. You can buy each season on Blu-ray. They're like $17. If you really want to, you know, I know it's 20 of them, but if you really want to and you don't want to worry about anything or paying for a subscription, yeah, just buy the physical, man. Those lines are from Home Alone Lost in New York. Are they? Let me see. Let me see what you're saying. Fish freedom. Fish freedom. Okay, freedom and it's fish. That's from Home Alone 2? Who says that? Wait, fish freedom, okay, freedom, and it's fish. Who says that? The Wet Bandits? There's an insane guess with a gun. I'm guessing Tim Curry says that, right? I don't know where they say these lines that you're talking about. My name's Murphy. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Kevin does say that. That's over the phone, right? My name's Murphy. I think I do remember that. Okay, I gotcha. Yes, tomorrow we're doing Patreon picks, guys. By the way, I let you guys. Here's a good time for a plug. If you guys want to go a step further, if you guys want to see, you guys want to pick movies for me, you guys absolutely can on Patreon right now. Link is in the description down below. So patreon.com/FlixTalk. You get this going. Oh. Happened. Did we lose it? Did I lose a signal? Yep, I think we're lagging. Something happened with the signal. Something happened with the signal. I don't know what's going on, guys. Huh. Yeah, I think we're lagging, guys. I think the internet is giving out. I have no clue what's happening. I'm looking at it just kind of dying and dwindling. So I think this is where I say goodbye and take care. But I can't do anything right now. I already restarted my internet, so I don't know what's happening. The fuck?